dated, but they put all of their technicians into the bike. And you'll see that bike up towards the front as I can see him around on the inside, and Ellis has got some work to do. He's in about the number 4 spot. I don't know how he made that work. He'll sweep around again, and Ryder Ellis, he will be in 4th place. He was in about 15th early on, but the whole shot's going to go to this young man, Vincent Way. And he has been waiting to do this. Vincent's got company. 41 10-year-olds trying to chase him down. The pits ought to be a lot quieter now that these kids are out on the track. We just need to keep the kids racing. And it's a lot more peaceful. Just have nothing but 50s and 60s and 85s out there. All the other ones are trying to talk to girls, so they're not really motoring around too bad as we work our way through this first lap, working our way through the 10 Commandments. And there is Vincent Way, and there's Ryder Ellis back there in the background trying to pick up the rest of these kids. I believe that's the number 6 of Carson Wood out of Zephyr Hills, Florida. There's a Yamaha in the mix there as well, sweeping it around on the outside. And there's Ellis. But I believe it's still Vincent Way. And like we talked about, we don't change the racetrack for these guys. They ride the same rough, gnarly motocross track that the Pro Sport riders will be riding here in just a few moments. So there he is, Vincent Way. We'll be heading back to Vincent Way's hometown or home state up in Michigan when we go up to the Baja Bra coming up on Labor Day weekend. It's that Friday for practice, and then Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. 3 days, 3 motos. Just pure mayhem on and off the track. We look forward to that race every year. There's our leader, Vincent Way. He's got company, Carson Wood, and the Yamaha rider right behind him. They are slugging it out for the number 2 spot. Vincent Way says, you guys just handle all that. I'm going to cruise on out here, and I'm going to lead this first lap. Write my number down. He looks up at the scores, making sure they got the number right. It's the number 27 of Vincent Way, Carson Wood in the number 2 spot. Wyatt Thurman on that Yamaha. Whoa, Ryder Ellis goes off of the racetrack. How he saved that. He went off to my right and was doomed, but he was able to hang on. That's why he is way better on a dirt bike than I am. Ryder Ellis 4th, Wyatt Duff is 5th, Jonathan Getz is 6th, Maverick Gish is 7th, Travis Johnsmeyer, Darren Pine 9th, Grant McDonald is 10th. And we'll run on down. It's Trenton Burton, Justin Schoof, Javen Didier in the number 13 spot, Knox Lewin 14th, Chadwick Noer 15th, Brody Moss is 16th, Griffin Alfala is 17th, Timothy Scott, Kevin DeFinos 19th, and Cooper Johnson rounds out your top 20. Lap number 1 in the books as we take a ride with a 65 10 to 11s, race number 28 on the program. Vincent Way continues to carve up this racetrack.
Yeah, poor Kevin Kelly was up here announcing by himself. While meanwhile, I was talking to Rich Trevelise, the voice of Englishtown Raceway Park. So there were actually 2 announcers
just
about 18 inches away talking, but we just weren't helping you
and it's
on the
okay.
microphone.
No, I was just saying, like, I was listening to the Hawks broadcast, and the way this guy, our radio broadcaster back home is phenomenal. He does it by himself. He's on the whole thing.
What?
Here they come up there. They'll
really
send it off.
He'll analyze it.
And he is so upset, but he rides it, and then he goes,
really?
And Trey Young, and he misses again. What a dreadful
terrible call. Terrible call.
Oh, LeBron the flopper. He calls him out during the broadcast. It's awesome.
Wow.
He's widely heralded. He's fun to listen to.
We got a battle right here. Vincent Way up front, Carson Wood, Wyatt Thurman right there in the 65 10 to 11 class.
Yeah, Thurman on that Yamaha, and there's Ryder Ellis. I was talking about the tour of duty. You got to do it. If you're a Kawasaki rider, you got to spend your time.
I thought those days are over, but it is not over.
It's still there. We talked about AC's done it. Reynolds has done it. Ryder DiFrancesco, and they all have won. So everybody's like, oh, I got to get on the KTM because it's the best. It's whatever. I'm telling you, they put all their technicians into that bike, and the bike's good. That's the same bike AC rode 14 years ago.
You know, I actually want to ask that because
what do you need to change?
You know, the legendary story as you watch right now, Ryder Ellis on this 87 Kawasaki in a good battle
it's
right here.
Number 87.
Huh?
number 87.
And it might be.
Might be an 87.
Yeah. Well, I'm not kidding. The legend is, for a couple of years, there was still a 500 class you had to compete in at Motocross of Nations. So Kawasaki had one CADS 500 that they just stored for 11 months, and then whoever got picked to ride the 500,
Here we go.
you ride this bike. We're not building a new bike. It's not this year's bike. It's the same bike.
It didn't change, so what are you going to do?
Right, it didn't change. So Emmett rode it, and Hughes rode it. It was the
Wardy
same bike.
rode it, Kudrowski
I
rode
think
it.
Kudrowski, Loretta, they all rode this one bike.
Oh, that's fascinating.
So you have to wonder, at this point, what are you even developing? Just
Nothing.
keep running what you already built.
They freeze it,
Yeah.
put it in a big
It's
storage.
cryogenically Walt Disneyfied.
Yes, it's Han Solo comes out of the ground here. They heat it back up.
Cryogenically frozen.
That's you go to a bar and you get a bike on this. Not really how it works, but it's. I wonder because it's the same bike and it works.
I'll tell you, you're a marked man. You see a green bike in the 65 class, you know that kid is good.
He's very good.
Because he's got Kawasaki support for sure. Meanwhile, this battle up front, you see Way on the 27. Carson Wood not going anywhere. That number 6 greasing that outside in the sand corner. Good battle right now between Way and Wood. About a second and a half, maybe 2 seconds in it between the two of them. Then Wyatt Thurman, Ryder Ellis, who we were talking about on that Kawasaki, is 4th. They're going back and forth for 3rd. And Jonathan Getz rounds out the top 5. Then Wyatt Duff, Maverick Gish, Darren Pine, Travis Johnsmeyer, and Grant Old McDonald in the 10 to 11 class.
Yeah, and the next guy in the list, his last name was Farmer. So
No
like
way.
McDonald, then Farmer.
Wow.
30 and 31. And I wish Old was like some guy named Old was 29. Old McDonald,
and then,
the Farmer.
And then battle it out.
In that order.
Old McDonald and Farmer.
Yeah,
Yo, battling it out, everybody.
Here we go. We are 3 laps into this now. As Vincent Way, he's kind of at the top of the age bracket too. I believe Ellis has another year of eligibility. He redshirt freshman his 10th, his 10th year 10. He uses COVID year and redshirt freshman, so he'll be a 4-year rider in this class. That's funny. That's a college thing. You can do that. They give you a COVID year. You can redshirt freshman. So there's a logjam of college athletes in baseball at the moment.
Wow,
Seriously.
I did not know that. Did not know any of these details. Doesn't work in motocross. Your age is your age.
No.
Sorry, everybody.
Why is he wearing a red shirt? Oh, he's a red shirt, 65, 10,
don't
11.
hit him. Don't tackle him.
Got the big helmet on.
Wood, not giving up on it. Every time you think Wade's got him broken, Wood comes right back. Cannot break that wood. That is solid hardwood pine.
Oh, no, there's Darren Pines out there as well.
Oh, we got pine
Wood
and wood.
Pine. Yeah, Pine Wood, and there's Derby out there somewhere. John Derby. Nope.
Look at Wood closing the gap around the outside, getting closer and closer to Way for the lead.
And we've talked about this before. Anytime you see a kid out there with a top 10, anyone for that matter, with a top 10 number, they are a returning top 10 rider, so they get the benefit of running that number 6. For here, in this instance, it's Carson Wood. He's your 6th best rider, but he's trying to be the fastest guy on the racetrack, trying to get around Vincent Way. You think their kids even listen to Vin or Nick? Whatever, dude. Just go outside, do this, do that. And we've heard that from every dad. They don't listen to me, but I could. Ryan Hughes could walk by and he could say the same thing. Oh, and he pays attention to him. I think they're like Tim Ferry. I think they kind of moved on beyond.
You never
that.
want to let your dad know that he knows something you don't.
No.
Yeah, can't give him that kind of credit. I did ask Tim Ferry. We had a really bizarre moto with Evan Ferry yesterday where he had the lead, got caught, hit neutral, got passed, and then instantly whipped it up and pulled back away.
Hey, where did that come from? How does
He
that
said,
happen?
I think he started riding faster. I'm like,
was-
okay, that was good.
What
I was like, can you
analysis.
figure out the lines or something?
he's
He's like,
tried-
no, I think just riding faster.
He's tried harder.
And I'm like, thanks, Tim.
Okay, so those of you out there, when you're not having a good day, not going as fast as you want to go, if you'll just think about this, try going a little faster.
Go faster,
You know, it works.
and you'll pull away. That's how it works. Yes.
Words of wisdom
I
by
think
Timmy Ferry.
Just riding faster.
Whoa, Way gets past, and Carson Wood has moved into that number 1 spot. He is trying a little bit harder now, it looks like.
Well,
Whoa, there's
a
the pass
mistake.
back.
Got feet off the peg, so Way retakes the lead.
I'm sure Nick Way wrote something as he was passing him.
Really?
And right past mechanics here, he immediately struck
Pass it back. Okay, I'll do it.
Okay, that's all I got to do.
We're in
Use
the
your
long
clutch.
short shoot, headed to the 10 Commandments. What Wood is doing is he is going outside everywhere. He's using every outside line, and it paid off in that Yamaha mechanics area turn, made the pass, but then made a mistake, and that is what has put Way back in the lead. Wyatt Thurman on the Yamaha is still 3rd. Then it's Ryder Ellis and Wyatt Duff.
And we talked about this. This track is so rough. Typically, these kids will avoid a rut at all possible. These kids are good enough to ride in the ruts, but the track is so gnarly. I think there is a risk reward with those ruts. If you can go outside, it may cost you a little bit of time, but I think the guy in front of you might make a mistake just like Way did, and Carson Wood is kind of capitalized. There he goes again.
Surprisingly, those outside lines.
The slingshot by Carson Wood. Who's down?
Is that Way down?
That is, Way is down. They trained on how to pick the bike up. Look at that, pulling the Kickstarter out in one motion. Picked it up, Kickstarter's out, foot goes down. He lost about, he actually improved his lap time. He got faster in that lap.
Wow, like crashed so efficiently. Well, look, you were talking about those ruts, those inside ruts. It cost Way, and Carson Wood's persistence has paid off. He kept the pressure on, and now he finds himself in the number 1 spot. The question is, can Way hold off Wyatt Thurman for second?
Yeah, he's still got up, and he's not too far behind. There's Thurman on the, Thurman. It looked like when the screen shut down, he was going to crash, but he did not. And it still gets Wyatt Thurman, then gets Ryder Ellis has slipped back to 5th. Wyatt Duff 6th. Maverick Gish 7th. Darren Pine is 8th. Grant McDonald is 9th. Michael McDonald and Trenton Burton rounds out your top 10.
Michael McDonald, really? Stop it.
There's the Yamaha of Wyatt Thurman. These guys look so crazy. When I look at them, they're going crazy, crooked when they fly in front of us, jumping that triple directly in front of the announcer's tower. It looks like they're going to crash every time, but these kids are so talented.
Someone's going to high-five us up here.
They're high enough to do it. Bryce Hammond's tall enough to do it. He was 7 foot tall B-Rider. I bet you are.
I was watching him out there. You mentioned the 7-footer in the B class?
Yep.
But the riding style looked good.
And it doesn't look bad at all.
Bad.
And when you watch a guy that is tall, you're like, man, he looks so tall, but he doesn't look as tall as he truly is.
He rides tall well.
He rides short. I don't know if that's
he rides
a technique.
Shorten up.
Shorten up.
Get shorter.
Sucks all the gaps up in his spine there. All right, so Vincent Way trying to recover. So there is your top 10 on the screen. It's Wood, Way, Thurman, Getz, Ellis, Gish, Duff, Pine, McDonald, Burton. And all the while, that number 18 trying to reel in Vincent Way. Vincent Way, though, he was able to salvage. It could have went terribly wrong if the bike didn't start after that little get off. So it's been a wild moto here. Way leads for a bit, goes down, or no, gets past, immediately strikes back, gets around Carson Wood, then goes down, but he's still all the while in the number 2 spot as we hit about 7 minutes to go here in this 65 10 to 11. Way coming in at 12 years of age, AMA 11 if you will, because it's 65 10 to 11. Way at the top of the age group. Up and over the big step up in the middle of the racetrack. Vincent Way trying to do his best to keep him in sight. Thurman doing the same thing. He's got Way right in front of him. And we talk about other sports like football. They shorten the field up for Little League football. It's 80 yards. They have smaller baseball fields for the little guys. They hit off tees, coach pitch. None of that's going on here.
We moved past T-ball. We moved past the coach pitch where they throw from the knees.
Not happening.
This is the real deal. We got clutches and gears in these bikes.
Yeah, this is a real motocross track. The pro sports are about to race on this thing.
I saw Levi Kitchen there get info from Nicholas Romano as he got ready for his moto, and yes, sandwiched in between.
And he's probably going to get some info from Vincent Way. Hey, man, what do you think about the jumps back there? What gear are you in when you jump
what gear?
Triple?
It doesn't really apply.
I'm on a 65, Russ.
I'm on a 450. What is this? What is this? Way is down.
Oh, collateral damage there. Who all went down in that one?
Way is down in the mechanics area. Is that a Cobra that's behind him?
That might have been the number 19.
I thought there was a yellow motorcycle. Well, this just changed in a hurry, and late in this moto.
Bummer. But Wyatt Thurman staying in it. He now will find himself, I believe, in the number 2 spot.
Yep. On the number 18.
Unless your leader went down as well. I don't know. Carson Wood, we're looking for him on the number 6 KTM, but we're following the blue Yamaha of Wyatt Thurman. I feel like you have to say the colors and the names because, man, there's orange Yamahas, there's whatever color you want to make your Yamaha at this point.
Well, the other thing, I go big on the numbers in this because these are not everybody knows that Eli Tomac is number 3 or number 1.
Right.
The names and numbers probably not as familiar to everyone who doesn't watch amateur racing all the time. And
Fair
at Loretta's, they don't always run their traditional number anyway.
And they'll change numbers between. Paul Parabinos is running 2 different numbers. He got to run the number 8.
He had a single digit.
Yep, and he's 16 or 15.
It was 4. Number 4.
Was he 4?
Yeah, it was 4, yeah. Yep. Right, so different numbers and different classes even at times. So here we go. It looks like Carson Wood is in good condition to win this one, but we really have to sort out these podium positions.
65, 10 to 11. These last few motos, they've all been wild. Riders going down, riders trying to stay up, stay in the fight. So these riders on 65cc machines, a stepping stone. You come off the 50, those bikes don't have clutches. There's Carson Wood up at number 6. And then it's a big move to get on the 65, which is a bigger bike with, there's the 2-lap board with the clutch. And that's where you see some riders sink or swim. And Carson Wood doing a great job right now, flying through the field right past the billboards. He looks over to the left. Maybe one day he will see himself on that board, stack up some championships. You might find yourself on it. Past the mechanics area we go. Carson Wood looks over to his right. It is Wood out front by 4 seconds over Wyatt Thurman. And Vincent Way with 2 crashes still finds himself in the number 3 spot. Jonathan Getz 4th. Ryder Ellis super steady in the number 5 spot. Maverick Gish 6th. Wyatt Duff 7th. Darren Pine 8th. Garrett McDonald and Trenton Burton round out your top 10. Kevin Kozad's talking about church. You got church tonight, man? I know we want to talk about it, right? Let's do it.
Yeah, we're up here. We're going to talk about it later, though. We're going to...
we don't want to tell them. The surprise then. Top secret. We're going to let a little God into the country here tonight, right? Speaking of country.
Well, you know, being from Alabama, you got to have a cowboy hat in your repertoire. You know what I mean? Like, there's got to be one somewhere along the way. But no, yeah, we have service tonight. You know, we always say everyone's welcome. We're a bit over at FMF, and man, it's an exciting day of racing. Just got off the track myself, and you guys are busy up here. It seems like every race out here is going wide open with some kind of battle, you know.
And I know we've talked about that last night. I'm almost hoarse because like every moto, normally you can mail it in if you're an announcer. If there's nothing going on, you kind of just ease it on in. But there's something that makes you yell. Like they made me yell like pretty much the entire moto, every moto.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Weeds usually yells just like that's his like thing, you know. But
yeah, I don't talk.
For you to yell, it was like, man, there's really a race going on.
So pay attention to me. Weeds is just some goofball that likes to yell because he needs attention, and it's exhausting working with him. I can't say that.
I mean, Kevin is filling in, you know, the attention I did not get, the love and affection from my parents. I get 6 nights a year in a hotel with Kevin. I try to make up for lost time. Looks like we're going to go down to a white flag here, so I'll head to the podium. Carson Wood, as I said earlier in this moto, persistence paying off. Kept the heat on. Vincent Way, then Way went down, and Wood looking to hold it to the checker flag.
Lap starting to wind down. The race clock says less than a minute now, so we're going to a prevent defense. We're going to be shooting a lot of threes here, trying to cut this score down. A lot of fouling, a lot of hacking. Want to put the number 6 Carson Wood on the line, see if he can make these free throws. There is Wood, man, working his way through traffic. It is just bombs all over the track, just trying to stay up. So a lot of these guys ride the same line over and over, and when you get around a lap rider, you have to go into uncharted territory. That's when it's good to have those lines in your hip pocket, so when you're out there practicing, you're trying the different lines so that you can race on. There's Carson Wood again. He's inside, outside, it doesn't matter. He's comfortable anywhere he goes. Looks over his shoulder. Wow, that was a long look back, too. Who's he doing that to? Was that a taunt from MX versus ATV? Those ruts are super deep. He needs to look ahead. Yeah, they're huge. They'll drag the levers through these ruts here. That big sand section as the race clock has expired. See if the ball left his fingers before he got the shot off. And we'll have to go to the judges on that. I'm guessing white flag has to be out here for Carson Wood. Wyatt Thurman, Way, Ellis, and Gish. A super consistent ride after some inconsistent rides there by Way. Middle part of the racetrack is where you'll find your leader around the Polysport Beach Turn. Carson Wood. Where's this young man from? Zephyr Hills, Florida. 11 years old. Nice. And here comes the number 6 of Carson Wood. And it's going to be Carson Wood, the Florida rider, will take the race win. Wyatt Thurman, steady ride in the number 2 spot on the number 18 Yamaha. Vincent Way will be third on the 27 Husqvarna. Rider Ellis fourth, Maverick Gish. We'll round out your top 5. There are the rest of the results. Pine Duff, McDonald, Burton, Lewin will round out your top 10 as we get ready to send it down to the yelling and screaming. Jason Wygant, little kids, don't be afraid. He's just excited. He likes the podiums. He gets really excited and starts yelling. So we'll toss it down to Jason Wygant here with our top 3, Wood, Thurman, and Way. Jason Wygant, take it away.
Well, that's a tough one, this track. Everyone commenting on how gnarly it is, and then you throw 65s out there between essentially a B-class Schoolboy 2, which raced right before this, and Pro Sport coming up in just a moment. They really put the technical skills of these young riders on display, and in the end, it was Carson Wood getting it done on the number 6. Let's head on up, Carson. Let's get you on the podium. Good job, Carson Wood. Kept the heat on. Got the lead momentarily. He made a mistake. Then Way made a mistake. Wood got the lead, and he knew exactly what to do with it from there. And because of that, he has a gold medal. Let's hear it for the number 6, Carson Wood. Man, what is the track like right now?
It's pretty rough. I mean, not as rough as it gets in the later in the day, obviously, but yeah, it's good.
All right, how was that moto?
It went pretty good. I got second off the whole shot and trying to keep up with Vincent, and I don't know if he got pressured or something, but he made a battle, fell down, and I passed him and took the lead.
All right, who do you want to thank, Carson?
My mom, my dad, OGs, FX, Moto X, 60, OGs, FMF, and Links, and God can we say thank you.
Carson Wood taking the gold. Hold that medal up. Be proud. That's a big win in 65, 7-9. All right. We'll bring up our second place finisher as well. 10-11. I was like, man, they're so big at 9 years old these days. I'm shocked. I'm like, why is my kid so small? Oh, because they're 2 years older than I was giving them credit for. Pro tip, just say 65 and you'll never get the ages wrong. Good stuff. We got our second place finisher. Follow him on up. Wyatt Thurman kept the pressure on. Go ahead. And it paid off. Way had another mistake, and that allowed the third place ride to become a second place ride. Here, I'll bring you in the front so they can see all your logos. Let's hear it for Wyatt Thurman. Hey, good job, man. Again, what is the track like right now?
Oh, it's gnarly. It's beat.
Yeah, is it fun to ride that or no?
Yeah, that was really fun.
That's the way you got to be. Who do you want to thank?
I want to thank Danny, Donnie, Ed from Yamaha, Rock River, 100%, 100% Bell, NSA, yeah, Moose Racing, Hearts Unlimited, Alpine Stars, and everyone else who supports me. Thank you. And Mom and Dad.
Oh, yeah, Wyatt Thurman there, everybody. Silver medal. Thank you very much. Yep. And Vincent Way did hold on for third. He also grabbed our 65 10-11 hole shot. So we'll give him a Stasic hole shot award and a bronze medal for the number 27 of V-Way. Let's bring Vincent Way on up. All right, we're set up for a great championship fight throughout the week. Vincent Way leading some laps. You know he'll be back with a vengeance in the next couple of motos. Wood and Thurman riding well. Several other big names come on out front. Get the Stasic hole shot and a bronze medal for Vincent Way. That's a good battle. Wood was putting the pressure on. You didn't want to give it up.
Yeah, I made a mistake in the back. Just got leaned over too far and then tipped over, and then I hit, the lapper came into me over here by the billboard, and I crashed pretty good and then got up in 4th or 5th and then just got 3rd.
Who do you want to thank, Vincent?
My mom, my dad, Husqvarna, Scott, Answer, Alpine Stars, Bell, Scott, and everybody else. Thank you so much.
Vincent Way with the Stasic hole shot and third place in 65.